Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome to the Do It 24 Crew EOM call. My name is Jerry Cooper, current global expansion team member. Been in the business 7 years and it's been crazy. And I'm gonna tell you guys this, EOM is always crazy because I don't know why. It seemed like the energy leading up to EOM be crazy. Then when they hit 12 a.m. on that last day, when you wake up, whatever time you wake up, it always feels like it's something going on. It's like electricity in the air. I don't know what it is, right? But the cool thing about that is you can actually create that energy all the time. It don't got to just be on EOM. You can create that mindset that is EOM every day, working all month long, maximizing the opportunity, putting as much in this space as you possibly can. So that's the theme of the call, you guys, EOM. So before I continue on with what we got going on, it's going to be a shorter call today. I'm going to bring a world team member on her way to active world team, running the president's team, Liz Atkins. She's going to talk about the call and everything that's going on with that. So listen here. Go ahead.
What's up, y'all? Happy Monday. It's nice. I love this team because I say this every week, but a lot of calls you get on, it's like, hey, can you guys turn your cameras on? I always feel like most of the people, we get to see your faces. So that's dope. I'm going to go over the challenge, not the call. Jerry's going over the call, just to clarify. So the challenge we have coming up, it starts December the 6th. It's going to be a 21-day challenge to end out the year. It's same as we've been doing. So it's a $50 buy-in for the coaches. It's $25 for your clients. Full program gets them access to everything. If they're on a 3-day trial, they're able to win raffle prizes. If they aren't on product, they just want to get a flavor or a taste of what we do, they can join the accountability chat. They're just not able to win the raffle prizes or the cash pot at the end. Currently, we have the raffle pot at $160. We have 3 clients that have paid in already, and then $40 for the coaches pot, so 4 coaches in it. So I know a bunch of you have already messaged me that you're paying me either tomorrow or Friday. If you are planning on hopping in it, the last time for coaches to buy in is going to be the Friday before the challenge starts. So the challenge starts on the 6th. That means you have until the 4th for the coaches to buy in. And then your clients will have until Wednesday to get in. So they have until the 8th or the 9th, whatever date that is. But yeah, it's real simple. We're doing the cash pot for coaches. We're doing a cash pot for the challengers at the end. And then we're going to have super dope raffle prizes like we always do. If y'all have questions about any of it, feel free to hit me up and we can get into more detail. But that's pretty much it to keep it short and sweet. I'm going to pass it back to Jerry so he can get into the good part of the call.
Yeah, so thank you, Liz. I appreciate that. And for those that's going to get in the challenge, make sure that you do what she says, send your money, promote the challenge, do all those cool things. The last day to enter your clients in the challenge is the 9th, right? So 3 days after we start. So we start on, what is that, Monday? So what is that, Wednesday, Thursday? Something like that. So make sure you get your money in. You have a few days, whatever, get a little buffer, right? But getting into the call, right? So as I go into this call, I just want to say to you guys, I know that we talk about EOM and I know that we say like, yo, get your volume in, get your clients in, all that cool stuff. But one thing that I really want to stress to you guys is do not let your volume determine your value in the person that you are inside of this organization, right? I want to make that clear because I know what it's like to not do your 2,500. I know what it's like to not hit your cut. I know what it's like to miss that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want you guys to be like get down on yourselves as far as like, man, I'm not feeling good. I don't want to show up. I don't want to do this. I'm not contributing as much because my volume is a reflection of who I am. That's not the case, right? Your volume is just a reflection of how hard you worked at previous, but not a reflection of the person that you are. So don't feel bad about where your volume is at because you have the ability to change that. So I want to start off with that one. So now as we start moving into EOM, right, let's make some things clear. I know what it's like where you can be like, okay, I'm not hitting my, so transitioning, I'm not hitting my cut. I'm X amount of points away. I know I'm not going to hit it. Anything is possible, right? I may be 1,000 points away. I got a few people that might want to order, but I'm just going to have them order on the first to start off really good the next month. Be honest. Have you ever thought about that, Reggie? Have you ever thought about that or heard about that possibly? Right? We appreciate the honesty and it's all good. But listen, don't have that mindset because that's terrible. I'm going to tell you why. Because that volume is a reflection of what you're going to do that month, and you never know what that month means for somebody in your upline, right? Because if you hold volume, you might potentially be holding volume that helps somebody hit a cut. You're holding people's money that possibly can help feed their family, or that is going to help feed their family because you want to be selfish because you want to start off good the next month. Don't be like that, because it builds the culture that might happen for you and your team, because the universe is going to do it's going to reflect whatever you put out. So if you do that, people on your team might do that. Imagine, now check this out. We have a 2.5 global expansion team member. We have a global expansion team member. We have 2 global expansion team members and a 2.5 global expansion team member on here, right? So we have people that's at this level. Imagine there's people that's higher than us. Imagine you get to the presidency, you're in your third cut. You got people in your first, second, and third line that's not necessarily doing as well as they thought they was going to do. And they're like, you know what? I'm going to just hold that volume for next month. And it's your third cut of the president's team. How would you feel if you missed your third cut of prez and you've been grinding for X amount of time, X amount of years? How would you feel? Type of 1 if you will feel terrible. Type of 1 if you'll feel terrible, right? That would be disheartening. So you don't want to do that to somebody else, because you never know what that could mean for somebody else. And that only builds the culture that we go hard no matter what. Do a 24 crew, 24/7, 365, no matter what. So if you got 4 people that want to order on EOM tonight, Mark, you just posted 2 orders in 30 minutes. Mark it 3 orders in 30 minutes. Jeez. Mark could have easily been like, you know, hold that. I'm gonna start off hot next month. What would that have did for his uplines? You never know. But now, because Mark builds that culture and he can speak about him grinding harder on EOM, when he sponsors people, those people will have that mentality like, you know, we don't hold volume. Holding volume is never good. So don't do that. And then by you not holding volume, you going hard on EOM, that spills over into the next month. So if you want to change, if 2020 hasn't been as profitable as well as you thought it was going to go, right? You have the ability to change that right now by going hard on the last day of November, spilling over into December, because what you do now is going to set you up for 2021. And I know some of you guys may have heard this before, but it doesn't matter if you heard it before if you're not putting it into action. How many times have we heard things and not done it? How many times have we, raise your hand if you say, man, I heard that a million times, but haven't done it, haven't actually walked the walk? It's easy to talk because it don't require no, you know what I'm saying? No accountability. But when you have to walk, you know what I'm saying? It's a different story. So don't hold the volume. It'll set you up for 2021 because it's going to be important for what you do now, right? Fourth quarter. It's the last month of the fourth quarter. Who wants a surge in January? I'm telling you, like I said in the last couple of calls, if you want the trigger to be put on you, you got to be a target this call. You got to be a target this call. Let me see the chat. I see oh, melting my heart. Oh, yeah, y'all talking about the baby. Oh, Lord. Nah, it's all good. And ultimately, it builds your posture as an Herbalife distributor anyway, in the end of the day, because when you can stand hard at the end of the month, like I said, it spills over into the next month and you'll feel good about what you got to do. You'll build you'll build solid distributors that go hard for you no matter what. And that's how you build an organization that lasts through the test of time, right? So these are some of the things that you could do for EOM. We could talk about the challenge, right? How many of you guys have posted about the challenge heavily? Type a 2 in the chat if you posted about the challenge. Type a 2 in the chat if you posted about the challenge. That's what you can do to get volume for now and volume early in the month for December. You can, what does that say? Oh, we can talk about all the new products that we got. The Relief Balm, the Serum, Caramel Apple, Pumpkin Spice. We could talk about all those things. We could talk about offering deals, right? And like I said, you never want to talk about a discount. We don't want to discount ourselves, but we do have preferred memberships. We definitely have preferred memberships. That is a deal. So yes, sign them up. They get the 20% off, work their way up to 40%. Asking for support from your friends and family. That, like I said, you can always do that. Tell people that you're trying to hit a business goal. People will support that. What is it? Black Friday, deals all weekend, Cyber Monday, Christmas coming up. I got Christmas deals, whatever the case is, New Year's deals. You're able to say things like that to help boost your business, to help boost your volume, that'll ultimately help you to your goal, right? Does anybody else have any other ideas of what you think might work for the end of the month? Heard about some different things that you have been doing that possibly might work. Does anybody want to come off mute and speak about that?
I got something.
Go ahead.
I would just say going to, doing the tracker to kind of see who's close to like different promotions Herbalife has to run for distributors, or doing that for the preferred members. So seeing what preferred members are close to different preferred member promotions. Those are, I mean, I talked about that before, but it's really something you can look into like right now. People will purchase right now. So that's just a small one.
Definitely. Promotions. Does anybody else have anything that they've been doing or anything that they know that works on EOM? Have any tips and tricks that's been proven? Anybody want to come off mute and speak about that? No? I know how it is. It's EOM. So listen, guys, I know that I know what it's like. It's EOM. I know some of us are going to get to work. Today's call was really going to be really short anyway. It's not really too much to say except, get into the clients, get with your uplines, get the sticky factor. You see, it's me and Tango. We're here together. We're about to get into the trenches right now after this. Does anybody have any questions about the challenge or anything about EOM or anything that's going on right now?
I have a question about the challenge. Is there something we're going to be required to do day before or day of the challenge?
Before?
As far as like...
Oh,
say
go
that.
Ahead. I didn't know if you were going to keep going. I was saying before photos, but go ahead.
No, so my birthday is the 6th, so I may be busy that weekend, so I just need to know what I need to do as far as this goes. Besides handling my participants, will I need to tap into a phone call, or will we have a Zoom? Like, what do I need to be?
This Sunday, there's a 10 a.m. phone call. You could just have it, like I would recommend, it's only going to be like 30 minutes to get on it. But if you're not able to get on it at 10, at least, have all your clients plugged into it so that they can kind of get the info on it. But yeah, that's the only thing that's going on that actual weekend.
And that Sunday call is for everyone. Like, hey, welcome to the challenge. Okay.
Yeah, clients and coaches.
And that's every Sunday of the challenge.
And that's what we'll go over raffle winners and all that stuff. But the first week, no raffle winners. It's just an intro.
Okay. And nothing that Saturday for sure.
Nothing that Saturday.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Any more questions? Oh, I actually wanted to say one thing. All of us are in the accountability chat, right? With all of our clients and whatnot. We're all in that, right? Okay, bet. One thing that I want to say, the one thing that's going to help boost our volume too all the time is us being a little bit more active in that chat, because I do be seeing, and myself is included, when I say you guys, I mean myself too. I'm not exempt to this, right? That I need to post more in the accountability chat, adding more value, adding more content. You know what I'm saying? I think we can all do that because as us being distributors, our clients are in there, and I be seeing some of you guys are dedicated. Jackie, I be seeing you in there posting every day. Kiana, I see you in there posting every day. Faithfully in the morning. I see you guys, and we definitely appreciate it, because at the end of the day, our clients are looking at their posts like, I've had multiple of my clients be like, what is she talking about? And I don't even be in there posting like that all the time. So one thing that we can do to help add more value, to boost more volume, to get more word of mouth about what we do, is to have these chats going crazy and adding just more value, posting our workouts, posting videos of our workouts, posting actually workout routines, recipes, us in there doing stuff, posting our shakes, different stuff. We can all do that to add more value to our clients. Can we all agree to that? Type of 3 in the chat if you can agree to do more in the accountability chat. I definitely wanted to say that because, we don't want to have a chat with 200 people and it's like 10 people in there posting. That's just hella weak. That's just hella dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just hella weak. So that's one thing that we can do to add more value. And yeah, you guys, that's pretty much going to be the end of the call. Like I said, today's not crazy. Oh, one thing I do want to say. I know that you guys have Herbalife idols and things like that, right? And I know we want to do what the team wants to do. So if you guys have people that you see on social media that you guys really like, right? Send a message to your upline about who you might want to see on these calls, speaking on these calls, right? Because at the end of the day, we want to get people that you guys want to hear from, not people that we just think that's cool. So we want to hear from you guys about what we want or what you guys want. So send a message to your upline. Don't necessarily post it in the chat. Send a message to your upline about who you might think might be a person that we could possibly get on the call. And that'll be dope. So other than that, did we want to open it up and say anything else about anything? Because now is the time to say that, especially it being EOM. Any questions or tips about anything? Michaela, go ahead.
I think I have a question. Okay, so I think I kind of also know the answer to this already. So let's say when you hit, like, how does it work? Like for cuts, like let's say if you hit a first cut and then the next month you don't. I mean, that's not gonna happen to me, but I'm just saying, do you have to go back like again the first cut? Like how does are you still on second cut?
Does somebody want to answer this question? So somebody that's new, does somebody that's not a veteran want to answer this question just so we can get some good stuff going?
Mr. Cut, you gotta start over.
I figured.
You a vet, Steph.
Steph is definitely a vet.
Steph not listening. Steph
You
not
is
listening.
not
You
I
like,
don't like that answer because I gotta start over too.
Hey,
You alright, you a vet too, Jack.
Hey, but listen though, this is the thing. It's not starting over. It's just building up a solid foundation where you can constantly be consistent. So when you feel like you got to start over, you feel like you want to give up, right? Anybody ever felt like that? I got to start over. Nobody likes starting over at anything. You build a solid foundation so you can continue to do this over and over and over and over. So I wouldn't look at it like you starting over. You're just building a solid foundation so you can continuously do 2,500 until, so you can get all your money until. So that's how I would personally look at it, because nobody likes feeling like a failure. So that's how we view it. But I feel you. Yes, you would have to do your first cut over again, and we're gonna smash it every time.
right. And a way that you can make sure that you hit your cut is by working. I say this all the time, working hard on the early end, right? So that way you're not like scrambling at EOM. You know what I'm saying? Like if you treat every day like EOM, like I said earlier in the call, it's like, okay, bet 2,500 done by whatever, before the week before EOM. Now everything is extra, quote unquote extra, even though it's not extra because you can go earn it. So it ain't extra, but you know, for your full royalties, extra, right? Hey. So work on the early end. Definitely by the middle of the month. That's a great spot to aim by. 2,500 by the 15, 5K by the end of the month, possibly more. Anybody else have any other questions? Anything that you've been wanting to ask that's been itching at you? No questions is a bad question. Nah. Okay, bet. So other than that, you guys, that's the end of the call. Let me stop